Searching is a very classic story told in a very unconventional way. The classic part about it is that it's a thriller about a dad looking for his missing kid when his daughter goes missing. The unconventional part about it is that the whole movie takes place on computer screens as that father breaks into his daughter's laptop to look for clues to find her. Our intentions were always to sort of create a classic story, create a classic thriller. Our templates were, you know, kidnapping stories or murder mysteries or thrillers that we wanted to emulate. Our objective was just to take that story that you know and really like and put it in a way that you've never told before. So the biggest challenge was sort of adapting a very classic story and balancing it out with the most unconventional way of telling it. The big kind of, eureka moment was realizing that how many avenues on screens that we have to feel something. We can communicate via text message, on iMessage, we can chat with each other on FaceTime video or on Skype, we can look on Google for right information, we can communicate via Gmail, we can watch people's live streams, we can study people's bank account history. There's so many avenues to learn information, and therefore there's so many avenues to feel. And that ultimately was the most important sort of realization for us, was that at the end of the day, we wanted to make a movie that makes you feel something, and the internet has a cajillion opportunities for that because there's a cajillion things that you can do on it. So we sort of tried to maximize that by utilizing almost every single interface that every one of us uses on a daily or weekly basis, because those are ultimately the things that we're going to recognize and feel familiar towards, and hopefully that'll add to the emotionality of the whole project. Hiding anything is always an interesting story arc, because or a through line, because the idea of searching for something and the idea of looking for something is always really, really interesting. The fact is that we all sort of do hide things online from people, or we put them in places where a select group of people see some things and a select group of people see other things. The idea of finding all of those things and collecting all of them together and putting a holistic picture of a person together is super, super compelling, because those are things that we all try to keep separately. And in this film, a father's sort of breaking into his laptop to sort of put all those pieces together. We are what we hide. I love that line because it really does sort of sum up the entire film. In order for David to find his daughter, he not only has to figure out what his daughter's keeping a secret, but he has to figure out what his brother's keeping a secret. He has to figure out what their friends are keeping secrets. Everyone in this film is keeping a secret, and the only way for him to put it together is by sort of breaking into his laptop, or breaking into his daughter's laptop and sort of solving those clues. If there's one thing that I think hopefully filmmakers will take out of it, is that there is a way to use technology and there's a way to cut to it and use it that can still match the story that you're telling, no matter the genre, no matter the tone, and no matter the story.